Video game voice acting is an art unto itself. In certain circles, the names Nolan North, Troy Baker and Laura Bailey hold more weight than Jude Law, Timothy Chalamet and Natalie Portman. Not many circles, admittedly, but definitely still some. That might change though, as the plaudits and awards that have come the way of Christopher Judge and Roger Clark for Kratos and Arthur Morgan respectively feel like a bit of a game changer. But for all proper video game voice actors might be about to get the recognition they're due, there's still a giddy thrill to hearing more conventional celebrities filling the odd role. Hideo Kojima's plan to fill Death Stranding with his pals might have given him an erection both visible and audible from space, but given none of them were particularly good actors, it didn't really make for award-winning cutscenes. What we're after today are the Hollywood heavyweights who've snuck into games without you even noticing. My name is Adam Cleary, and these are 10 great actors hidden in your video games. Number 10, Michelle Rodriguez, Halo. Once seen as one of Hollywood's rising stars, Michelle Rodriguez's career has, and I don't want to be a dick here, plateaued this past decade. In the mid to late noughties though, she was hot property, and she's here representing Halo 2, the most recognisable game in her back catalogue. But prior to that, Rodriguez played Rosie in the true crime Streets of LA and Kalita in Driver 3. She made her career out of playing tough-talking, streetwise women after making a huge splash in Girl Fight, but playing to type ultimately left her with limited options outside the Fast and Furious franchise, which is admittedly more than I've ever done. Following these 3 games in quick succession, Rodriguez's next outing was in the Avatar video game, reprising the part she played in James Cameron's record-breaking movie. This was followed by Call of Duty Black Ops 2 in 2012, and that was her last video game role to date. Number 9, HAYDEN PANETTIERE, Kingdom Hearts. Look, right, I know the title says great actors, but I really like that first season of Heroes, and more importantly, it's my list, I'll do what I want. And after that star-making turn, she did other things, probably, before voicing Kairi in Kingdom Hearts. Just the first one though, she got the fan favourite role originally, but has since been replaced by Alison Stoner, or that girl from the Eminem video as she's more commonly known. There's been considerable controversy over that replacement though, with Stoner initially thought to have only signed on for the spin-off games between Kingdom Hearts 2 and Kingdom Hearts 3. But when Kingdom Hearts 3 itself rolled around, Panettiere was asked by a fan on Twitter if she'd be returning. Her reply, no one asked me. She also voiced Dot in a Bug's Life game, but I don't actually know anyone who's ever played that, so we'll move on. Number 8, Michael Madsen, The Walking Dead. Yes, that's right, the Michael Madsen of both Tarantino movie and Tarantino movie adjacent fame. When he wasn't part of cool, blood-soaked tales of death and revenge though, he found time for video games. Grand Theft Auto 3, Yakuza and Narc have all featured Madsen, while he also appeared in True Crime Streets of LA and Driver 3 alongside the aforementioned Michelle Rodriguez. But it's The Walking Dead he's here representing, with Madsen playing William Carver in Season 2. Coincidentally, the first episode of that season is still regarded as one of the best things Telltale has ever put out, and still fondly remembered by both fans of the show and game alike. No, yes, you are right, Madsen's character doesn't appear until episode 2, but he's still really good. Number 7, Ben Kingsley, Fable. Yeah, not exactly a big secret in gaming that the Fable series is absolutely chock full of celebrity voice talent, is it? Zoe Wanamaker, Michael Fassbender, Stephen Fry, John Cleese, Simon Pegg, Naomi Harris and Nicholas Hoult all feature, but so heavily you can't class them as hidden. Meanwhile, Dave Lamb, the sarcastic voice of Come Dine With Me, is also in there, and hang on, wait, that's a point. Does America have Come Dine With Me yet? Alright, if not, it's a show where 4 total strangers host dinner parties for each other, but instead of it being about the food, they all just get quite drunk and really passive-aggressive. By the end, one of them wins some money and everyone just falls out. It's supreme car crash. TV and... Sorry, what are we talking about? Ben Kingsley, yes, that's it. National treasure and brilliant actor, Kingsley played Sabine in the 3rd game, The King of the Dwellers Stuck Up the Mountain. It's a thoroughly over-the-top performance and one just perfect for Fable. It's just weird that they kind of hid him amongst all those other actors. No, but seriously though, American friends, come dine with me, you won't regret it. Number 6, Alan Tudyk, Injustice: Gods Among Us. The voice that gets absolutely everywhere. From Frozen, Big Hero 6 and Moana to Rogue One and iRobot, this man gets around. He's also been in Halo alongside Nathan Fillion and Keith David, but that appearance is a bit more well known. His turn as Green Lantern though in both Injustice and Infinite Crisis is one that a lot of people missed, which is admittedly not that surprising as he's an actor who can produce a seemingly unlimited array of voices at will. It's not so much as being able to place his voice, it's just knowing that he's there in in the first place. There are definite hints of recognizable Tudzik though in Green Lantern, but you'd only hear them after you already know it's him. He's a massive big video game fan as well apparently, so no doubt he'll crop up in the future, it's just not likely that you'll notice. Number 5, Malcolm McDowell, Elder Scrolls Online. For younger viewers, Malcolm McDowell is the guy from A Clockwork Orange, and for everybody else, he was the bad guy in that Star Trek film where Kirk and Picard go horse riding. As well as having this incredible filmography, he's also turned his voice acting talents to the likes of Batman, Spider-Man, Phineas and Ferb, and was once a caller on Frasier, so video games were a logical-ish next step. Which he did! And as well as reprising his roles in the virtual adaptations of both Bolt and Star Trek, he's also been in Mummy, Tomb of the Pharaoh, Wet, God of War 3, Call of Duty Black Ops 3, Fallout 3, and Killzone 3. Quite what his weird thing is with the number 3, I don't know, but he's probably doing his best work in the Elder Scrolls Online as Molag Bal. Number 4, Emma Stone, Sleeping Dogs. Yeah, alright, I'm fairly sure everyone who played this picked up on the fact it was Emma Stone, but I always thought it was weird they didn't hype her up more in the marketing, and, well, as discussed, it's my list. Cartwright, you remember her now, was a love interest of the player's character. So if you imagine really hard, it's kind of like you're actually dating Emma Stone a bit. The game released post Amazing Spider-Man, Zombieland, and Easy A, so she was a firmly established A-list star by this point as well. It's a good role, it's a great performance, so I've got no idea why she hasn't added to her video game repertoire in the 7 years since.
She won an Oscar, mate!
Oh, she what? Oh, she's won an Oscar? Alright, fair enough. Number 3, Chloe Moretz, Dishonored. Weird one this, because Chloe Moretz appeared in Dishonored in the relatively small but nonetheless important role of Emily. Then in Dishonored 2 though, they beefed up Emily's significance to the story, but recast the part with Erica Luttrell. With the 4-year gap between the two games, seeing Moretz enjoy success with Kick-Ass 2, The Clouds of Sils Maria, Bad Neighbours 2, and The Equalizer, it may just have been that her asking price was too high. But I mean, it's not like she was an unknown before the first game. She'd done Hugo, Let the Right One In, Kick-Ass, and 500 Days of Summer. Either way, in Dishonored, she's joined by the likes of Susan Sarandon, Lena Headey, John Slattery, Michael Madsen, and Carrie Fisher, while the sequel boasts an equally star-studded cast, just without old Chloe here. Number 2, Lynda Carter, Fallout. Gal Gadot might be one of the best things the DCEU has going for it right now, or to, yes, put that another way, the only thing the DCEU has going for it right now, but for many people, Lynda Carter simply is Wonder Woman. But despite her shining brightest in the 70s TV show, she's lent her acting chops to several games this side of the millennium. She's cropped up in the Elder Scrolls 3, 4, 5, and Online, with her most recent appearance being a non-Bethesda turn in Rage 2. But it's Fallout 4 that's easily the best. She plays singer/quest giver Magnolia, the synth vocalist in Good Neighbor, and if you Google her, the top search result is an article entitled Fallout 4 Guide, How to Have Sex with Magnolia. The internet never changes. Number 1, Neil Patrick Harris, Saints Row. The absolutely bonkers, let's face it, Saints Row series wears its celebrity cameos on its sleeve. For example, Keith David and Roddy Piper weren't going to end up in this list because the game is intentionally in your face with them. Look, it seems to say, here is Roddy Piper in your video game, the actual Roddy Piper. There he is. Are you enjoying Roddy Piper? Yes, I say, I am enjoying Roddy Piper. Sometimes, though, they played it a little bit more subtle. For example, Johnny Gat is Lost and Hawaii Five-0 star Daniel Day Kim, while the late Michael Clark Duncan played rival boss Benjamin King. Of all of them though, Neil Patrick Harris is probably the strangest. Light bulb smoking crackhead DJ Veteran Child was played by the How I Met Your Mother star, adding yet another eccentric role to his already expansive collection. Here he is in that thing, here he is in that thing, and here he is getting stabbed through the neck in that other thing. When I am finally going to get that telltale Dr. Horrible game I've been writing him letters for about the last 6 years though, well, who knows, but he's in this and it's really good. So there are 10 great actors who are hidden in your video games. Boo! They've jumped out. It is a big surprise. Let me know what you made of it all in the comments below, and of course don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. In the meantime though, thank you so much for watching. I've of course been Adam Cleary, neither a great actor nor a man hidden in any video games. Wink wink, and I'll see you soon. Goodbye.